not show of the Morning Night Live. Let me see if I can get this microphone out of here, because this one ain't working. All right, let's try this. Welcome to the supplemental version of the Morning Night Live. In fact, it's not even a supplemental version. It's just me not able to do my show because something came up. How's everyone doing? Let me set up my mic so you can hear what I'm saying. Hello, Fox. How you doing? Mike Savage, Blarg, Rotten Corpse, what's happening? So I was supposed to do a show this afternoon, but it's not working out. So, partially because when helping her find things, my knack for acquiring things for free. And so I came across a high chair and a glider rocker, which she will use for nursing. And but I had to go get it now, or I would not get it. But it's a really nice Eddie Bauer high chair. So that's what I'm doing. I had to come pick this up. There, now my mic's set up. Can you all hear me okay, by the way? I'm just curious. Just let me know in the chat. So anyway, I haven't really gotten into the news today because I've been, you can hear me great. I've been busy the entire day. I spent the morning with my mother, who I took to the airport, and she's back to California. Sounds a little weird. I'm trying, well, I'm not sure I've got the right microphone in here. Sounds like a fishbowl. Well, I'm in my truck. That's part of the reason. But it shouldn't sound like a fishbowl. Sound a bit tinny. Huh. Well, I wonder if I got this mic plugged in right. Anyway, so I got my mother off to the airport this morning, and then I had to work for a few hours today. And the original goal was to do my show this afternoon. I'll do a supplemental or makeup show sometime this week, maybe Saturday, because there's always tons of news, right? And ooh, there's an old motorcycle for sale. I should go take a look. But anyway, I kind of want to, so I'm not going to talk about the news today, although, well, I could easily talk about the coup. I've been watching a lot and doing videos about data from the world around, and just watching some interesting data today, and on how what am I talking about here? Just how the case amounts and reinfections versus so-called breakthrough cases, which I just call cases. And it's very interesting. They're seeing a waning over time effectiveness of some of the juices the various juices that are used now in Great Britain, or England, excuse me. They use the Pfizer and the AstraZeneca, and he also has data on the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines in the United States, and the effectiveness of what a lot of people here like to call natural immunity, or just the regular immunity that you gain from getting this disease, and how they are completely comparable. Now, it's interesting because the AstraZeneca juice, which I can't even call it Fauci juice because it's not from the U.S., but here, let me make sure I merge here first, get up to speed. But right now, in the natural immunity, which they talk about more in the UK than they do here, has about the same effectiveness. In fact, it's as far as preventing someone from getting it again, it actually has a slightly better efficacy than the Pfizer, which is the best one right now against the so-called Delta variant. And he's showing these these statistics, and it still makes me wonder, why is it that the FDA in the United States isn't, mentioning this? Well, of course, it's the Food and Drug Administration, so they certainly have some, have some relationship with the drug companies. But even when we're talking about these so-called mandates, hello Thomas Cleaver, hello Francis Barrett, hello Somnambule Nation. When they're talking about these mandates, why exactly are they not factoring in the natural immunity? Now, it's interesting because Dr. Campbell, he's looking at the numbers and the data, and he's doing it from a very neutral perspective. He has no dog in the political hunt that we have here in the U.S. But as he looks at the data, he's saying that we're probably reaching near herd immunity. Now, it doesn't mean people not are going to get it, just meaning that I'm going to have some problems, I guess, because of the, here, let's let me fix this. Okay, we should be working. Are we there? Are we there yet? Looks like this stream is struggling. I'm back. Just let me know if you can hear me now. I can't tell if this is live or not. Okay, I'm not thinking of driving. I don't think and drive. All right, looks like we're back, kind of. Hi, Ken Lee. Hello, Random American. That are is what the hell was I saying? That for whatever reason, in the United States, they don't seem to have any interest whatsoever in recognizing immunity that people get from having had COVID. And I'm not sure why that is. Is it because the pharmaceutical companies have so much power? Is it because, is it because there's some weird political divide when it comes to that one side, doesn't want to acknowledge that because then they would have to say the other side is right? Because it's being recognized in other countries. And at least for a time when they were discussing allowing people from other countries to enter the United States, they were including people who can prove that they've recovered from the 19. So, why is that not being considered a factor when it comes to some of these Fauci juice mandates? And again, all I can think of is that, our pharmaceutical companies are pushing this, And there's a political bent to the fact that, for whatever reason, the juices are apparently a Democrat thing, even though most Republicans are getting them too. Slight delay between audio and video. Otherwise, fine. Okay, well, yeah, this is, I'm not on the best signal right now. That's probably why. So anyway, now another interesting thing, too. Now, in the UK, now that I'm driving back into St. Paul, maybe this will work a little better now. And someone asked about, yes, am I doing another furniture pickup? Yes, I found a glider rocker and ottoman that match. It was due in March. Anyway, the medication that shall not be named, or they're studying it in the UK, and they don't have any prohibitions against it. But Dr. Campbell found something interesting when he was looking at information on that particular medication here in the U.S. Whereas the FDA, on their website, doesn't say that you cannot use it, it just says they cannot recommend it. What's interesting is that the National Institute of Health seems to be neutral on it. If you read their website, almost in a contradictory manner. It's interesting. They mention it. They say there aren't really any studies on it, at least that they endorse. But they also talk about dosages that they were using in other studies, and they're saying it's inconclusive. Whereas the FDA says that they don't recommend it. So I don't know what to make of that. Maybe if they're hedging their bets, that if they do find a study somewhere that says it could be effective. Yes, I'm talking about the one that starts with IV. If someone does discover that there is some benefit to it, then they won't have egg on their face. They just said they were neutral. Now another interesting thing too. Now we talked about the death of Colin Powell yesterday, and what's very interesting is how his passing was described GFI instead of 4G. I think it's time for me to get a 5G phone. Oh, fuck. Get out of here. Anyway, I'm back, sort of. This is going to be a pain in the ass. Take it as you can. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm just going to cancel the stream because it's not working. And I will be home shortly. Maybe I'll get a chance to stream today. But otherwise, I'll do my regular show tomorrow. We'll have some news items. I'll get deeper into the topic that I'm talking about right now. About some of the inconsistencies, even between the FDA and the National Institute of Health. And I'm sure Dr. Fauci will say something stupid. But as far as Colin Powell goes, I'll just stay on until it dies one more time. As long as just the difference between how they were describing Colin Powell yesterday versus today, because a lot of all of a sudden today, a lot of outlets are talking about how how he had his complications from his some cancer treatment, some blood cancer treatment, and it's becoming more prominent in the discussion of him because people started comparing his death to Herman Cain's. And, all these people say, well, Herman Cain, he was immunocompromised because he had cancer way back from stage 4 kidney cancer, some shit. But he he survived in 2012, so that couldn't, make him immunocompromised. And it's like, well, I don't think you really ever completely recover from any kind of stage 4 cancers, but I mean, he lived a longer life, from the time he had it. But anyway, like I said, this stream is not working that well, and I'm going to call it a day until maybe later. But I will be doing my regular stream tomorrow, and like I said, I'll probably do a makeup stream for today's Morning Night Live, and we'll just go, we'll play it from there, all right? So, y'all have a great afternoon. I'm going to get this furniture home and clean it up so I can see if my daughter wants it. And if she doesn't, I'll find a way to sell it or something. But anyway, y'all have a great afternoon, evening, morning, whatever you're at right now. And I hope to see you tomorrow. My name's P Dog Knight, and I'm out of here.